Jai Sri Radhe. Karttika classes 2022. Sri Radha and Her Manjaris based on Vilapa Kusumanjali. We're discussing verse 67. There's some points in the purport that the verse is about Manjari is wanting to see Radharani, or wanting to feel. So Manjaris want to see Radharani, they want to feel Radharani, they want to serve Radharani. So the Manjari is praying, Tulsi Manjari is praying for a festival. Where is that festival going to happen? He says, a festival in my heart. Reminds me of a pastime in the life of Sri Raghunatha Das Goswami Maharaj. One time he said to his servant, Bihari, his servant's name, Braj Bihari, he said, today is Sanatana Goswami's Tirobhav. We should have a big festival. So Bihari said, how do we have a festival? We don't have any money. To have a festival, you have to hire a band to come and play. You have to cook big boga, have a big feast, have a big kirtan, have pravachan, have a pandal, a stage, everything. So he said, no, we'll just meditate on Sanatana Goswami, and our heart will have a festival in the heart. So it's okay, a big festival. So this Manjari, Tulsi Manjari, is praying, O Kanjanakshi Radharani, I want to experience a festival in your heart. She says, I want to feel a festival in my heart. But just see the psychology here. This is the psychology of Manjari, how Manjaris think and feel, and what they hanker to experience. So we should think and feel like a Manjari and hanker to experience like a Manjari. So just see the beauty of this exchange. The Manjari is, Tulsi Manjari is praying, Radharani, I want to see a festival. What is the festival I want to see? I want to see how Yashoda is expressing her love towards you, expressing your motherly love towards you. I want to see how much attention you get, how much attention and love and affection you're receiving from Mother Yashoda. That's the festival I want to experience in my heart. I want to experience a festival of joy. What will make my heart full of joy is see you being honored, respected, and loved by another devotee, Yashoda. That's quite different than how we work in this world. When we see another devotee gets honored or respected by someone, then we get envious. Oh, why him? Why her? It should have been me. For us, it's a great torture if we see a contemporary or someone our age or our gender, another lady or man, get recognized or honored by the guru or somehow, somewhere. Prabhupada tells a story. There was in Calcutta High Court, there were some lawyers. They're all big lawyers in the High Court of Calcutta and Bengal. And one of them got promoted to be the Supreme Court judge. So there was four lawyers, one of them got promoted, big promotion, to be a Supreme Court judge. And the other three lawyers were talking. And one lawyer said, well, he got that promotion, but he probably isn't getting paid. He's envious. The Prophet said, just see his envy. You got promotion, you got a huge paycheck, 10 times more than being a lawyer. But the other lawyer said, probably he's just doing seva. He's not getting paid. So Prophet cited this example. If our contemporaries get promoted, we're so envious we make statements like that. This first thing I recognized, well, she probably paid him off or something to get recognized. Probably bought the award or bribed the award givers. So this is a festival for a Manjari to see Radharani being fondled by each other. So we should have such a pure heart that we feel a festival, we feel a festive mood, feel a happy, joyful mood when we see devotees getting recognized and honored and praised by the Guru or by other people. But generally the outlook they say is that those above us, those that are above us or bigger than us or better than us, we're envious of them. And those that are equal to us, we're competing with them. We're in competition. And those that are lower than us, we're lording over. That guy's stupid, he's a jerk. We're making fun of them or lording over people lower than us. But this isn't the way it is in the spiritual world. There's mutual appreciation and mutual seva and love. Love is just flowing in every direction. Love is going straight forward and back. Love is going up and down. Love is going around the back, around the front. Love is moving in all directions. Like sometimes people are showing love in the front side, the back side showing envy. But 20, all directions, all time, showing love, this spiritual world. Because the spiritual world is not up, it's not down, it's everywhere. It's in front of you, it's behind you, it's inside you, it's outside you, it's left and right. So we're in that world, that consciousness, you're distributing love in all directions. Omnidirectional praying distribution. Omnidirectional praying distribution. This is ideal, this is desirable. So that's the verse that we're discussing, verse 67. This you can hear this thing that's going on? Okay. Like that. No, I don't know. If they can hear it, so I'm deaf. So this particular point, the commentary, Srimati Radharani makes a nice point, which we hear a lot, but we have to keep hearing it. So, no, I think it's okay. If they say it's okay, it's okay. They want louder? That's right. It didn't seem like coming out to me. Okay. So how do we get the feelings of separation from Radharani? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to this world to give a gift. Anarvita trim trit karanavyatirna kula. What is it? Samarpaitam Unarusharasam. So what is that gift? We're all Gaudiya Vaishnavas, or at least trying to become. And we're recipients of the mercy and love and kindness of Mahaprabhu. So what gift has he given us? Your first answer, your first guess is always the best one. What is Manjari Bhav?
Developing the mood of
Yeah, correct. Manjari Bhav means the feeling, the loving mood of being a maidservant, a kinkari, a dasi of Radharani. So Lord Chaitanya, what's the great gift he came to give? Service of Radharani. Yes? Yeah. Glad you're in agreement. So has everyone had that gift? Hope so. This gift of service to Radharani was taught by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself and by the acharyas surrendered to his lotus feet. When one awakens or one becomes aware and absorbed in one's siddha-swarup, which means siddha-deha, feelings of separation from Radharani will become very strong. So the topic under discussion is how do we develop feelings of separation from Radharani? When you become part of her entourage, when you become one of her personal assistants, Then you feel separation when you're not remembering your seva, or you're not feeling yourself and meditating that you're amongst all our associates and all our servants. Because that's only for an hour or two a day, or as much as we can stay with it because we're busy doing so many things. So then when we're not absorbed in that sangha of Sakhis and Nitya-lila, and we're not absorbed in doing our personal seva Radharani, we're separated from that seva and separated from that sangha. All that separation adds up to equal separation from Radharani. That's why Raghunatha Das Babaji always prays, always says, he says, when we finish meditation, when we start doing something else, our mind and heart are always hanging, oh, when did I get back to my meditation? That was too nice, that was so good. Now I have to go to the subject market. I have to go to the store and buy toothpaste, toothbrush. What does this have to do with massaging on my feet in the Kunja, you know? It's life, you know. So that's the tension. So when we have identity there, and we have connection there, we have friends there. Sakhi means friends. The Sakhis are our friends. I say Guru Sakhi means Guru's my friend, Sakhi girlfriend. How is it, boy? But he's a girl. He's a girl boyfriend or boy girlfriend or whatever. But that's just, the idea is that our eternal identity is there, our siddha is there, and our heart and consciousness are supposed to be there, and our friends are there. We have some friends here, and we'll take them with us there also. That's why we want to become near and dear to our friends here, because they're going to be with us forever up there, or over there, wherever we want to place your Vrindavan. So, when one is aware and what Siddha, feelings of separation from Radha become very strong. What does the devotee think? What does the Sadhak Manjari think? Radharani, I want to see you today. I want to see you right now. I can't waste any more time being alone without your company, without your association. But who else can I stay but you, Radharani? This is the mood of someone who has been touched by Radharani's bhav. And he's Radha bhav. Gopi bhav is Radha bhav. Ateva Gopi bhav angikara. Guruji said, except Gopi bhav, what Gopi, who Gopi? Radha Gopi, except Radha bhav. So this is how to get the feelings of separation from Radharani. First meet her. Unless you meet someone, it's so hard to feel separation from them. So how do we meet Radharani? We have to get introduced. Who introduced us? Guru Sakhi and Rupa Manjari and Tulsi Manjari and Sampura Manjari. So we have to you can't get introduced to members of the family until you get accepted in the family. You go walking into your family, so I'm here, who are you? Who's your mother and father? I don't know. Who's your brother and sister? I don't know. Get out of that family, get out of here. Introduction is everywhere required. Das Goswami, he was feeling, oh Radharani, I feel so much pain in my heart. Please show yourself to me today so I take away my misery. Das Goswami is deeply absorbed in the Siddha Swarup, which means spiritual form, as Tulsi Manjari. Falls on the bank of Radharani anxiously lamenting. Oh beautiful Radharani. How many pastimes isn't my Ishwari Radha playing on your banks with her Priyatam Sham? Oh Radharani, you're so dear to Radha Sham. I don't want anything else. Please show me Ishwari's lotus feet just once. So this is quotation marks. Coming from this quotation, this prayer is coming from the heart of Das Goswami, because Anadas is Tanmay with his heart, he's one with his heart, and he's Anagati, he's following the footsteps and he's following the footsteps and the heartbeat of Das Goswami. So he's able to represent his mood and feelings. Please showing Ishwari's lotus feet just once. Some of this love and separation of Das Goswami for Swamini will also appear in the heart of a sadhaka who is following the footsteps of Raghunatha Das Goswami. That's nice. Yes, last one is verse 67. We discuss it. So now we'll go to 68. No, excuse me. A little further out here. I'm covering a verse that I haven't done in previous years. This verse 75 describes Radha Kunja Kela Lila. What time has that happened? Hello? What time? I think it happens about 2 p.m. I mean, the whole Leelas of Radha Kunja are 10:48 to 3:36. It's about 5.5 hours. But the pastimes are, they have to get a little hot before they go swimming. So they run around all the forests of Radha and they do different things. And then they get drunk. Madhavan, Leela, Kadamba wine, Kadamba flower wine. We have our Kadamba Swami, but I don't think he drinks flower wine. He gets intoxicated by chanting Hare Krishna mantra. That's better. Clean intoxication. Stay high forever. So they take the Kadamba flowers, which have a lot of nectar and are very fragrant, they put them in a clay pot with a bunch of honey and water and wait for a few weeks, and then it's ready. Fermentation has taken place, and you have the proverbial Braj moonshine. It's called Kadambari. Nilambari Kadambari. It's called Kadambari, which means Kadamba flower wine. Usually we expert at that. She's really Italy's famous for making wine. She has all the family secrets, So this verse 75. Samanta Nurmata Brahmara Kula Jankar Nikar Lasat Padma Stomer Avi Vihaga Raver Avi Param Saki Brinde Siye Sarasi Madare Pranapatina Kadadrakshyavas Te Shashimuki Navam Kili Nivam. Translation. So Srimati is calling Radharani Shashimuki. What does that word mean, Shashimuki? Moon face. Moon face girl. Oh, Shashimuki Radharani. When will I see your Jalkela Lila with your Pranapati? When I see your Jalkela Lila and Radhakan with your Pranapati and your Sakis, which is filled with many lotus flowers and surrounded by singing birds and humming bees. Well, where's that Radha? Where is the Radha filled with lotus flowers, surrounded by singing birds and humming bees? Just your loudspeakers. Well, that's the real Radha. That's the Radha of our meditation. Like they say, the Radha of my dreams. So dreams means our meditation. That meditation and that dream, that's the reality. This, what we're seeing, is a dream. The real Radha is covered by Maya covering. There's a Maya covering on the holy Dham that keep the holy Dham invisible to non-qualified people. But if one has the proper bhakti and proper mercy and devotion, he can hear the real Radha, he can see the real, he can hear the birds singing, hear the bees buzzing, hear Krishna's flute playing, hear the splashing. They play, when the gopis play Jal Kali, they also do Jal Manduka Vadya. What is Jal Manduka Vadya? You should be knowing. Jal Manduk Vadya. Manduk is Sanskrit for frog. Rah, 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 rah. So Manduk is like, in Hindi they say Maindak. Maindak means a little froggy, you know. Frog in the well. But Jal Manduk Vadya means making sounds in the water with your hands. So they slap the hand, make kartals like tat tat, then they cup their hand, boom boom. Make Mridanga. It's really good playing Mridanga with it. You can practice in this little water pond here. Tonight's kirtan, you can practice playing Mridanga and go boom boom boom. And she play kartals. You both sit there. Both sit there with your feet inside the lily pond, and Sashi will take a film. He'll take a film, put it on social media. See, these two ladies went crazy. They attended this guy's Karttika class, looking after him. And those guys will sue him for 5 million rubles, you know. Defamation of character. So what's this thing? So Das Goswami is praying, I want to see all this stuff, man. When can I see your Jalkeyu with your Pranapati Sham, your Radhakund? I desire to see your sweet water spots in the Kund. Every verse, every book of Das Goswami, Rupa Goswami, they always say, I want to see, I want to see, I want to see, I want to see. You see? So you're hearing? So we should also want to see. Our acharyas, our mahajans, our teachers, our gurus are saying, I want to see, what about you? No, I'm good. I don't need to see. Oh, we should also want to see. Kada Drakshama, when will I see? Shashimuki, when will I see your Navam Kali? Navam Kali means new, fresh, sports. Kali, play. So he wants to see it, so we should also want to see it. Why can't I see it? I'm in Rockland, why can't I see it? What's wrong with me? So that makes us cry. It's going on here. I go there at 2 o'clock in Rockland, I sit there. I'm looking. Out here he's flashing. I don't see Ram Krishna. What's going on? Take some water, put on my head. Come on, show me. If you got some water, put your hand. This Leela's going on here. Please show me this Leela. Talk to the Radhakund, you know. Put some in your hand. It's going on inside you, so you show me that Leela. One fine day, just hang in there. Let's see if there's more Leela described here. Wow, a whole bunch of Leela here. Absorbed in deep meditation, Raghunatha Das Goswami is absorbed in his spiritual identity as Tulsi Manjari. He sees Yugal Kishore playing in Radha. Kundalata is referee. Nandi, Mukhi, and Dhanishta are also there. So they decided to play water sports. The Manjaris change, they dress Radharani and the Sakhis in thin white saris, and Shyamasundar wears a thin white bathing dress. You can see these dresses in the painting by Vrindavan Das. In the back, it's in my temple room actually. It's also in the lecture hall of Nathadas Ashram, in the back wall, the original painting on the back wall. You know, obviously go without mandir, you go in the stairs, go on the back wall, but they're not having lecture, huge painting. It's a great painting, Vrindavan Das. I have a photo of it in my temple. So they're going to, because, you know, when kids play games, they always say, well, they always gamble. Well, if we win the game, what do we get? Okay, 10 lottos or 10 rascals, or you pay me, I pay you, whatever. So they're doing the same thing. They're just kids. They're 14, 12, 14, 15. So here's the wages. Here's the wager. Kundalata sets the stakes, the wager. Whoever wins the water splashing gets to taste the nectar of the loser's lips. So if Krishna outsplashes Radharani, Radharani gets defeated. So Krishna has to kiss her. Radharani has to pay with kisses. That's a heavy stake. The other Sakhis are witnesses, Sakshis. Radha and Madhav face each other and splash each other with water. So their thin clothes start to stick to their bodies. What's up? Don't look. So it doesn't sound good here. And they both are enjoying the sweet sight of each other's wet bodies. No. Stop looking. The Kinkaris, like Rupa and Tulsi Manjari, are standing on the shore, also enjoying this sweet sight. Well, what can Swami do against a powerful person like Krishna? Shyam splashes so violently that Radharani turns her back on Krishna out of fear. Everyone is silent. No one is glorifying Krishna's victory. He's a brute. He's a brute. He's not a gentleman. He's picking on innocent Avala, innocent weak girl. Should pick on somebody's own size. So no birds are chirping. No one's no good. But everyone's silent. No one's glorifying Krishna's victory. But if Radharani wins, the whole Radhakund, the whole village of Radhakund bursts out shouting, Jai Sri, Jai Sri, Jai Sri. The whole Radhakund village resounds with shouts of, even the dogs are chanting, Radhe Jai, Radhe Jai, Radhe. Shyam says, Radharani, pay my prize. Hey, give me your lips. Otherwise, I will not let you go. The Sakhis don't say yes and they don't say no. Shyam comes to Swami and holds her around the neck and says, give me my prize. How wonderful is Swami's beauty at that time. Her eyes are half closed and slightly reddish from water fighting. She slightly moves her eyebrows. This gesture is called Hela. This is a symptom of love. It's in Ujjwala Nilamani. A sign of disrespect towards the lover born of loving feelings. But Krishna refuses to leave Radharani. Radharani's face shows a smile and a cry. And the sweetness of her laughter shines through her weeping. She does not, Radharani doesn't close her eyes fully. How can she stay there without at least glimpsing at beautiful Shyam? Shyam insists, give me my prize, give me my prize. But Swami doesn't want to give the prize or kisses so easily. He's got to work for it. She is full of opposition, hesitant, disregard, and shows hundreds of different moods on her face. The Sakhis are standing all around, and the transcendental Cupid Krishna is saying, give it to me, give it to me. And Radharani with her mouth says, don't touch me. Her heart says, won't you touch me? How wonderful is the sweetness of Radharani as she turns her face away from Shyam, showing her glistening cheek. So what happens then? Shyam becomes enchanted by the beauty of Radhika's cheek. Why does he become enchanted? Radharani turns her face aside and her very shiny, effulgent cheek. Krishna becomes enchanted by seeing Radharani's effulgent cheek. What's he getting enchanted about? Huh? He's getting enchanted seeing his own reflection. He's such a pumped up guy, you know. Such a conceited guy. He says, wow, that's good. That's a beautiful guy in your cheek. He goes and tries to see himself. He's saying, when Krishna sees that reflection, he says, hey buddy, how did you get that place over there on the cheek? Let me change place with you. Then Shyam kisses her on his cheek. You expected that, didn't you? And Radharani says, what did you do? Swami says with her glances. Shyam is enchanted by Radharani's eyes, and he kisses them. And he says, what reward shall I give you? And he makes Radharani's cudgel stick on his reddish lips. And Swami says, now your lips have become more beautiful. As he turns her face the other way, like, oh. And then Krishna sees Radhika's wonderful smile on her glistening golden right cheek, and he kisses Radha's cheek and makes a black mark of eyeliner on that side of her cheek. He's really making a mess of Radha's face. He never even touched her lips yet. Well, yeah, no, he kissed her eyes, kissed her cheeks. What about her lips? The prize was the lips. What is this? Not optional gifts, you know? Special take-home gifts. Take home the cheeks, take home the eyes. What is this? When Tulsi sees that, she remembers that the golden moon is also marked with blackish spots. Therefore, she calls Shashimukhi moon face. Very far out explanation. Because in other words, the Rasik Jan, Anandadas, is commenting on this verse by Raghunatha Das. So remember I told you some way of analyzing Leelas and pastimes in your reading. Always ask the question, who, what, when, where, why, how. So I'm reading a verse that describes Radharani Krishna splashing water in Radhika. Okay, big deal. What's the big thing? But why is he calling her Shashimukhi? Why is Tulsi Manjari called Radharani Shashimukhi? Okay, moon face girl. But why that name? So, would you understand this? When you see this Shashimukhi and think Shashimukhi means what? It's a name for a moon because the moon is beautiful and effulgent, but has some black marks in it. The black marks in the moon look like a rabbit, because Sanskrit for rabbit is Shashi, and in Hindi it's called Khargos. So it's a rabbit in the moon, in case you're wondering. You can look tonight, you see a big rabbit there. So it's Purnima. He's a good-looking rabbit, too. He's a black rabbit. Sham rabbit. The moon is white, the rabbit is black. So Radharani's face is like a moon. That's a fact, it's a moon. But it has a black mark. And how to get it? Because the moon has a black mark on it. So Radharani's face is also moon-like, but has a black mark. You're insulting. You know, how you say my face has a black mark? My face so white, beautiful, my face like a moon. Her face like a moon, shine like a moon. So a black mark is not good. But no, this is a love mark. This is a seal of full acceptance by Krishna. Krishna kissed her lips and made her face black. Because he likes everything black, because he's black. So why is your face so golden? You got a little black over here. So he took her from her eyes and put it on her face. So therefore, Tulsi Manjari says Shashimukhi. This way there are many hundreds of water sports. After this, Radharani teams up with all her girlfriends and they start splash Krishna with combined forces. They pulverize him. They make Krishna lower his moon-like face. Says, no, stop, no more, except the feet. Uncle. Radharani hears these nectarine words. She stops splashing Krishna and smiles in a sweet and enchanting way. Now, can you see that sweet and enchanting smile of victory on Radharani's face after she smashes Krishna? This is a great pride and great treasure of the Manjari's meditation. Now everyone's chanting, everybody, all Raghunatha, all the monkeys in the trees, the dogs on the street, the salesmen, the banias in the shops, everyone's chanting, Jai Sri, Jai Sri, Jai Radhe. She says, no, stop. So now it goes from water splashing to flower throwing. So they're really getting out of control, you know. You know, when you get out of control, anything goes, you know. So they're splashing water, but it's water, they're getting tired of throwing water. They want to throw something more weighty, something more weight on it. So we start plucking all these lotus flowers and hand it to Radharani, so boom, start throwing Krishna. And Radharani picks up her arm that's full of flowers. You know, have to raise your arm. But Krishna's looking, he's not looking at the flowers. Naughty guy. You should be watching the flower, make sure the flower doesn't hit you in the nose. He's not paying attention, he's going to hit the nose of that flower. But he won't even feel it because his mind is somewhere. His mind is lost somewhere else, looking around. So she's going to let it lotus flower right as it does bop. You won't even feel it, he's so intoxicated by what he's seeing. Sham is enchanted, but somehow he manages to catch the lotus flowers. Then Radharani ecstatically throws at him and throws them back at her. These lotus flowers increase tremendously in beauty by being thrown back and forth by Radha and Krishna. Black bees are chasing these lotus flowers as they're going back and forth. They want to get the nectar, the flowers are right here, they're smelling the flower, they can't catch it. Radharani throws it, they're following it, Krishna catches it, the bumblebees are going back and forth. They're trying to get the nectar, they can't get the nectar because the flowers are going so fast between Krishna and Radharani. They go, you're really angry, you know. It's a funny comic addition to the whole Leela. You know, it's just this loving exchange between Radha and Krishna. Then you throw this extra added thing that bumblebees are frustrated. One guy's pleasure, another guy's suffering, you know. Well, stop throwing these flowers, you want to drink some nectar, you guys. Yeah, shut up. So the birds are singing and everyone's going crazy. Tulsi is looking at Radharani's water sports with her pranapati and her sakhis, in her beautiful Radha. So that's the Leela of this verse 75. There's not a lot of discussion here of points. There's only one point. One point, and it's mentioned by Raghunatha Das Goswami Maharaj. It's the mercy of Raghunatha Das Goswami. Raghunatha Das Goswami is an Nitya Parishad, which means eternal liberated associate of Krishna, known as Tulsi Manjari. And that Tulsi Manjari, that coming as Raghunatha Das, has come to this material world, appeared here with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to benefit everyone. By taking everybody into the Kunja as a kinkari. What a sentence. What an amazing sentence. We talk about 6 Goswamis. Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghunath Sujiva Gopal. And they did all these different things, and chanted japa, and during obeisances, and meditating lila. But this is an interesting point. Why is Raghunatha Das come here? 5 Goswamis stayed at Vrindavan did bhajan. Sanatana Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Raghunatha Das. Gopal Bhatta. 1 Goswami stayed at Radhika, Raghunatha Das. So Raghunatha Das, he had a mission. He had a special mission that was arranged by Swarup Damodar and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Puri, and was fulfilled by Rupa Goswami when he came to Vrindavan. Rupa and Sanatana, especially Rupa. Because Rupa empowered him and ordered him to describe Rag Marg and Manjari Bhav. So Das Goswami has come into this world 500 years ago to take everybody into the Kunja as a kinkari. What does that mean? That means that every jiva can be anything. Because the jivatmas, we don't have any fixed dairati, which means we don't have any fixed mood of love towards Krishna. You pick up a mood of love towards Krishna by your association. Your association with sadhus, with living sadhus, gurus, teachers, and by association with ascended masters, the great acharyas from the past who have left their books, by reading their books. Sangha is also available in the books. It says that the heart of the jiva is like a crystal. A crystal can take any color that puts next to it. If a green color is next to a crystal, the crystal glass will look green color. So whatever you associate with, that's what you have. And if in the beginning of your spiritual life, you just kind of roll into some spiritual practice, and you have some idea of loving Krishna in a particular way, well, how did you get that? It's not because it's imprinted or permanently etched in your heart. It's not that. It's because in last life you cultivated that type of bhava. You got that type of mood somehow in your last life, and it's carrying over this life. That's all there is to it. So therefore, Lord Chaitanya, he came to give Gopi Bhav to everybody. Anybody wants it can take it. This is the teaching of the 6 Goswamis. This is the teaching of our books. This is the identity of the Jivatma. No stairati. Prema is not in the heart. Prema expresses itself in a way. What kind of prema? Oh, just amorphous, impersonal prema. That's not prema. So stairati means an expression of loving mood and service towards Krishna, as a mother, as a father, as a friend, as a lover, as a servant, etc. That's not there. Nothing is there. How is it there? If it was there, as soon as you start crawling on your belly in the crib, you start chanting Hare Krishna. If it's stairati, you start expressing it right away. By firstly being born in a family of Krishna Bhaktas. You were? I don't think so. Some were. their good fortune. Let's carry over from last night. Look at Gita 6, chapter 644. Purva abhyasena riyate yavasha. Yavasha, automatically, the heart is drawn and attracted to what he or she practiced in a previous life. But nothing going on. Most people start interested in bhakti when they're 24, 25. So what's their bhava? What bhava do they have before that? They have kam bhava. I'm not making a joke, it's a fact. Desire to enjoy, not desire to serve. It's called kam bhava. So where's your vatsalya bhava? Where's your dasya bhava? Where's your madhurya bhava? Ain't nowhere to be found. I'm God, I'm the enjoyer, let's have a party. Let's enjoy. So this is the great mercy of Das Goswami. He has come to this world for our benefit, to benefit the world, to take everybody, what a sentence is this, take everybody along into the Kunja, the Kinkari. So if you're a follower of Das Goswami, Echai Gosai Kori Chana Madan, Yohai Vigna Savi Sapran. What was it? No, I'm thinking, Rupa Raghunatha Padi Havyakati. We have to follow, thank you. We have to follow the footsteps of Rupa and Raghunath to attain the service of Radha Krishna Yugal. So we're followers of Raghunatha Das. What are we doing living in Radha and spending time here? But we want to follow Raghunatha Das. We want to enter that Kunj and Radharani's service. So he wants to take everybody. He wants to take everybody into the Kunj. And this is the mood of Ananta Das Babaji Maharaj. He was criticized by many other Gaudiya Vaishnavas. They say, Radha he liberally gives Siddha to any Tom, Dick, and Harry. Or whatever. Sunil, Preeti, whatever. Pinky. He gives to anybody. So they're criticized. Well, what is his fault? He's the Acharya for Das Goswami. He's representing Raghunatha Das Goswami. He was the Mahanta Radhakund. And he's writing this. The Das Goswami wants to take everybody into the Kunja as a kinkari to serve Radharani. My Guru Maharaj, I introduced him to one devotee, and that devotee, he got initiated, and 2 weeks later he got Srimati. My Guru, they didn't even know him. I knew him. He came to me for Diksha. I said, I'm not giving Diksha. And there was a man, and he cried. He left my ashram crying. And I ran to the gate, that gate. I ran behind and said, well, don't cry. Don't cry, little boy. I said, look, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll take you to be my Guru. So, okay. So the next day we went to meet my Guru, Baba. And I said, this is so-and-so. He wants to take initiation from you. And he didn't say that. He didn't say anything he wanted to take initiation. He never met my Guru. He knew I was initiated, but he never met him. And he didn't say he had any interest for that. But I said, he wants to take initiation. So he called Hari Charan and said, let me see the Panchang. Panchang means the calendar to see auspicious day to give a diksha. Time and nakshatra and all these things. So he said, how long are you here? I'm here for 1 week. Okay, can you come on Friday? Yeah, come on Friday. Okay, come. So he got initiated. I said, and I told him, what about Srimati? Go ask him. So he went and asked him, well, okay, come tomorrow. So he walked, he didn't have any idea what was going to go on, and he ended up getting Diksha and Srimati in 1 week. So that's the mood of my Guru. But my Guru actually, he gave Srimati to very few people, but he was kind of, I was a little favorite. He liked me. I mean, his favorite devotee is Hari Charan, of course. He was closest to him. But I was a new, different guy. I was the first Western disciple. And he had another one, but she's not coming around much, Russian lady. So it was two, me and one lady, Russian lady. She wanted to take from me, I said, no, thank you. So she anyway, that's another story. Okay, so we're indebted to Raghunatha Das. He wants to take everybody, what a great sentence that is. Raghunatha Das wants to take everybody into the Kunja of the Kinkari. Like I met this one big devotee, big Western devotee, very strong and big, full, 100% man. I said, you've been around Krishna consciousness a long time. What is your idea? What is your ambition? I said, I want to be a manjari. He said, I want to be a manjari. I said, what? Come on, man. You're too male. You're too macho. You're too many male hormones, man. You're supposed to have some female hormones also, you know. Not just all male or all female, you know, it doesn't work that way. you gotta get some, go down to the local, you know, gene bank or whatever. Go down to your local bank and get some female hormones. He said, no, I'm serious. I don't care. Manjari Bhavatu, may you be a manjari, you know. I would argue with you. Most unlikely manjari. But that's the point. It has nothing to do with external gender. It's all about bhav and mercy and kripa. What's the time now?
5 more minutes.
5 more minutes. Okay, that's all I think for this verse. I'll read the verse again. Oh Shashimukhi. So now when you see its name somewhere and you're reading Shashimukhi, your mind will remember the Leela. Actually, I have a note here which I will take about 5 minutes to discuss. This is a nice point. When we define things, how do we understand what something is? Define something. So you can define something by comparing and contrasting. So here Radharani is being described as Shashimukhi. So you can compare Radharani's face is like the moon. So they're similar. The moon and Radharani, they're both brilliant, effulgent, soothing, and they create romantic feelings. When the moon shines on our heart and face, we feel romantic feelings. And when Radharani's moonlight face shines on Krishna's heart, it creates romantic feelings. And so there are many similarities of the moon and Radharani. Like when the moon rises, when the full moon rises, the ocean tides become, the waves become bigger in the ocean. So the Sham ocean, the ocean of love in Krishna's heart, when Radharani looks at him with her moonlight face, it rises in waves of excitement and attraction. When Krishna sees the moonlight face of Radharani. But the speaker, when he sees her face under the full moon, when he sees Radharani's moonlight face under the full moon, it's really tidal wave, tsunami waves come in Krishna's heart of attraction and interest and loving feelings. So there's very similarities. But some people, they say, how can you compare? So that's similar things, but there's no similarity at all between Radharani's face. So then the acharyas explain it. So there's similarities, there's differences. Compare, contrast. So one side of Radharani's face is like the moon, but it's not like the moon. Why? Because Radharani's face is always full and beautiful. 30 days a month. But is the full moon always full? It wanes. It gets smaller, becomes half moon, quarter moon, eighth moon, crescent moon, then Amavasya, dark moon. So you can't compare Radharani's face to the moon. The moon has all these call these phases. Kala means phases. And Radharani's face is spotless moon. She doesn't have any freckles. Her face is beautiful and spotless. So how you say the moon has all spots on it, ugly spots? Why are you saying Radha had spots on her face? That's an insult. So Radharani's face can be compared to the moon and can't be. So there's similarities and differences. This is one way of defining things. I just want to point this out. When you analyze or understand things, you can use, by comparing and contrasting. Yes, Radharani's face like the moon in so many beautiful ways, erotic descriptions, and understanding the effect on Krishna and beauty, etc. And no, it's not like the moon. There's so many defects in the moon and so many faults in the moon. That's what I want to make. Jai Jai Sri Radhe. So tomorrow verse 76.